Just a reminder, nothing in this video is trading advice or signals or anything like that. If it sounds like I'm talking to you or giving you advice, I'm not. I'm just talking to myself, and you're getting to watch this video and listen in. All right, let's get on to today's video. All right, so here we are May 5th, looking at my dashboard for Topstep in my 150K Express funded account. So it started off like it was going to be good, but then I just ran out of time to trade my plan and my strategy. My trade plan called for trading at certain times of the day, and I just wasn't able to do that with my schedule. I've been super busy. That's why I also haven't been able to put up content. My clients, whenever in my industry, when it rains, it pours. It's like if you have one client that just asks for a thing, that's great. But then they all ask for stuff at the same time, and then next thing you know, you just don't have time to do anything. So, but I did try to trade a little bit in there and casino trading because I didn't have statistics to back me up. I was trading outside of my proven statistical probability time frame, and as a result, casino trading almost blew up my Express funded account. I was like, whoa, I can't blow up this account. So then I just waited until I had a little bit of time, which worked out pretty good. I didn't have to wait long, like a day, and then I was able to get back into my strategy and start growing this back up, which was going the right direction. And then this drop here was from a casino trade. Not intentional, just an accidental trade, and that messed me up. So just a little bit, not too bad. So hopefully today I can get some good trades in, trading the strategy, trading the trade plan, and get this thing recovering right away. It could be easily a $2,000 day if everything works out, and this account would be in the green. So hopefully that's what ends up happening. But anyway, that's where I'm at. Got 14 days in. I got 6 days of $200 or more. And right now, winning days is 57% because of that nice casino failure there. All right, traders. Hopefully today's a good day. See you in a minute. All right, so I got two setups happening at the same time right now. It looks like, well, gold and the Dow Jones might be setting up at the same time. Getting ready to jump into gold short. Looking at my risk right now. Okay, looks like I can get 2 contracts. So somewhere in this ballpark is what I'm looking at for my trade. We'll see where this candle closes because that's going to make the final determination of where everything is. But I'm in the rough zone there. We got 2 minutes roughly, and then I'll be jumping in short if it hits my entry. So I'm looking for this to retrace to my entry point and then come down. Entry point looks like around 3268, somewhere along there. All right, got a minute left. This candle's got to close below here for that to trigger, or else no trade yet. All right, that's the trade if it can back up. Looks like Topstep TV there is short gold with, let's see, what's the tilt on gold right now? 61% short. Man, it makes me not want to get short gold. If Topstep TV is short and the tilt is short, they just don't have a great track record, so it's... I feel like if I'm going the same direction as they're going, I'm going to be in trouble. Or maybe this will be one of their winning trades. I don't know. Statistically, I'm supposed to get short if it wants to back up and tag me in. Statistically. But gold is in an uptrend right now, so this is a counter trend trade big time. It came back, retraced down to the support level. Why not go higher? So my plan is I'll take my trade short. And then, because that's what statistics are telling me, and if I'm wrong, I'll speed bump my play and maybe make the money to the upside. Okay, about to get into gold here. Short. Again, I really don't want to because Topstep TV is short, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay,
Order
in the trade.
filled.
Short. Short gold, 2 contracts. Let's see what happens. 330. I feel like this is a loser because Topstep is in it. Yep, should have known not to get into gold when Topstep was in short. Or at least some other traders on Topstep TV were short. And it seemed like the whole group was supporting the short idea. That was the first clue that probably shouldn't be in this trade. So in about 7 minutes, we got the new 30-minute candle opening. Let's go look at that real quick. Look at that rejection on that 30-minute candle. That's huge. Big rejection. So next 30-minute candle, will it follow with that trend and go higher. We got about 7 minutes left of this one, so we'll see what this ends up closing at. But I feel like next 30-minute candle will be green regardless. Either it will be retracing a red candle, or this rejection candle is going to continue to the upside. Right, came right down to that support area and just instant rejection. So gold looks like it might be wanting to go higher. So we'll be jumping in long, a speed bump in this play if this doesn't work out. And if we do come back down to 3239, here I'll put a line on the chart. I'm going to take one contract off, 3239 or 3238, somewhere in here. Right there. I'm going to take one off if we come back down to that. Or at least I'll start trailing one if nothing else. Okay, I got my buy order in to take one off here. Once we get through this this line, or at least to start trailing one. Hopefully what we're seeing here is we had a high, we had a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, going for the lower low. It's hopefully what we're seeing here, and not a trend reversal. I mean, it's a long-term uptrend right now on a bigger scale, but on this little micro scale, we're in a downtrend. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Come on, go push through. I'm going to drop the stop. How much time do I got? 3 minutes left. All right.
Order filled.
Okay, so I got one contract out, so we'll let the other contract run. And so basically now if I have a loser on this trade, it'll be a small loser. It's pretty nice. A little bit of stress-free trading now. I would have just let both those contracts ride till the stop or target, but Topstep's really bearish gold right now, so I'm a little nervous to be going the same direction as them. I probably shouldn't be listening to what they're doing, is kind of distracting. But couldn't help myself this morning. But at least I got, I've made my risk on that one contract. So I risked one and made one. And if I took my entire position out here, it'd still be a good trade because I risked one to make one. So I have winners to pay for the losers. The danger is when I get out with less than my risk, and then I'm not having winners to pay for losers. That's the danger, because then it slowly bleed out my account. And we got news coming out here shortly. What is this? ISM number. I was at 9 Central. So yeah, I'm in Eastern time right now. So this number will be coming out here in just a couple minutes. Okay, protect my profits on this just in case. I'll move my stop down now to break even plus a couple bucks, just in case when this news comes out, something weird happens. So now if I get stopped out here, break even plus a couple bucks, that's the danger, because I risked more than I'm making on this trade. And that's not a good recipe. So if anything, I probably should have just pulled my trade off here and then look to get back in. Number in 4 seconds. Whoa, look at that. All right, I'm going to put my stop in for risk one to make one. Be nice to get the 3 out of it, but if I don't get the 3, I don't get the 3. All good. Okay, here we go. Gold making its way down.
Order filled.
All right, I'll take that 963 on that trade and look for a trade setup in the Dow Jones next. So nice push down. Here's the reason why I trailed that. I might be fine, but we pushed back down through this support area, and then it started rejecting right away. Gold has a habit of doing that, basically running, shaking the tree and then reversing back the other direction. So I didn't want to be a part of that. But this could easily come down and hit this target. But I'm good. I at least made the risk on the trade and then some. I was risking 7 and change. I made 963, so I made more than my risk. We're good to go. When you trade the same ticker all the time, you start to learn its behaviors, and then you can start trading accordingly to try to offset some of that behavior. See how gold did that? Push through there and rejecting right back up. New 30-minute candle just opened. Right here we can see that. So I would anticipate this candle going green, at least putting a wick in before going back down if it's going to go down. But anything can happen now. I don't have statistics to say what's happening next. So I'll wait for a trade in the Dow Jones now. So not too bad. 963. I'd love to be over $1,000 today. That would be ideal. I look at that. I'm like, it's just 30 bucks. What can I do to make 30 bucks? Oh man. All right, I'll wait for the Dow Jones and then we'll see what happens. All right, so here's my Thinkorswim chart. So you can see what I was looking at as my different target areas. So I almost hit that target before I got rejected, which was just below this area here. But we also have this massive selling volume, a part of this 5-minute candle, which, is there going to be any sellers left? Or are we going to start to see buyers take over here? Whenever we get that giant selling volume like that, it makes me a little nervous, but it's only about 2 times average, so it's not terrible. It's when it's like 4 or 5 times average that it becomes, a thing for sure. But you can see that rejection taking place off that massive selling volume. Like I said, just, hit below. And then when it started to get that spike back up right away, that told me that gold is maybe doing this. That's why I trailed my stop into that spot. If we look at the 30-minute candle, you can see it's a nice uptrend in the 30-minute candle. Had that little dip below, shaking the tree. Now is gold going to continue to the upside? If it does, I may take a trade, a small scalp to the upside as it breaks above here. Let's go back to the 5-minute. So yeah, if we want to come back just above this 330, which was my stop, I may take a small scalp to the upside. Look for $100 or so. Break 1,000 for the day, and then look for that trade in the Dow. Look at that 5-minute candle off that giant selling volume. Right? Are there any sellers left? It looks like there are not. Now it's going to go green. All right, so that's what I'm looking at on my Thinkorswim chart, so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. Look at that thing. Look at that. All right, I got to get back over to Topstep so I can get into a long trade here. All right, here we are. Like I said, Topstep was very bearish gold, which made me nervous to be bearish. I think they're going to take a loss on this. All right, I'm going to put my order in right here after break of this buy stop market. Buy stop 1. All right, just looking for like $100
Order
scalp.
filled.
All right, here we go. We're in gold again. There we go. Oh.
Order filled.
Oh, that was too bad. I missed that big boost, that pop right there. I was expecting off the top. That's why I put my order in there for when it broke through to do that pop. But at least it gets me above that $1,000 marker, which is pretty nice. I was looking for more. Look at gold. Yeah, they're definitely taking a loss over there in Topstep with gold. Yeah, I don't know traders. I don't know if there's a thing there, but like when it's tilty, I don't like to be in the same direction as the tilt, and I don't like to be in the same direction Topstep TV is trading. So sometimes I use them as a indicator. Man, look at that. Too bad. All right, that's going to do it for gold. Let's see if the Dow Jones wants to set up one, and then we'll jump over there. Okay, 7 seconds. Going to jump in short. Dow Jones. If I'm wrong, I'll make my money to the top side.
Order filled.
All right, stop is in. Okay, if it comes back above here, I will get into the long side with 2 contracts. Oh, gonna get stopped out. Gonna get stopped out just like that.
Order filled.
All right. Yeah, I was debating whether I should take the trade because we're in a bit of an uptrend, and the last 4 days have been winning days. I just haven't been trading it. So overdue for a loser. So I was gonna skip it today, but I didn't. And took that loser. All good. And then we'll see if it wants to continue higher now. We'll get back in. Oh, no, I can't. I'm locked out for the day. I need to increase that. I need to increase my trade thing. I can't do it now. I'll do it later. So, locked out, but why is it still here? I guess it just will reject that order once it goes in. All right, so I'm going to close out the day up $847. Let's go look at the stats. So now the account will be the green by 166, which isn't really true because the trailing stop until I get to $4,500, the stop is going to trail with me. So once I get to 509, I'll be back in the green in this account. So technically I'm down, 300 and change or so. But all good. So that's going to do it for today, traders. I'm going to close out the day making 800 and something bucks. Let's look at the stats for those who like the stats. My casino trades definitely hurt the stats right here. That was not good. And then $847 what we'll close out the day for. So this is May, looking at last month of April. And you can see April right here. Good thing is my biggest winning days are bigger than my biggest losing days. And my average winning is bigger than my average losing right now. So all my numbers are in the right direction so far. All right, traders, we'll see you tomorrow.